So we had to stop filming yesterday because our camera kept on overheating. So we'll just kind of pick up where we left off. But I think there's a bit of new information actually that may apply here, going into the 85 kilo category.
Earlier today, IWF's Instagram posted, I guess, these unofficial start lists. And one name that was missing from the 85 kilogram category that's, I guess, very popular is Rostami.
Yeah. So, I mean, we heard issues with the Iranian team not being able to get visas in a timely manner. And basically, from what we could gather, it seems like Rostami wasn't able to get a visa in the end. So, I guess the most recent information is that we won't be seeing him at Worlds anymore.
Yeah. One other thing is the IWF actually took down those posts and said that new start lists would be provided next week. So, I guess we'll wait and see what's going to be on those.
Yeah. But looking at these original entry totals, I mean, obviously Rostami, being the world record holder in the clean and jerk and total, had the highest entry total and the highest previous posted total. But we can just continue down. So the next highest total, based on the entries, is Christoph Sorich. He's one of those guys that you always see in the A sessions at the international competitions. His lifts were highlighted a lot at the 2013 Worlds when they were held in Poland.
Yeah, so he's Polish.
Yeah.
Duh.
He posted a 365 entry total. I think recently he had a 358 at Europeans. But out of all the other lifters other than Rostami, I think he has the highest previously posted total.
So the next person we're going to talk about with the entry total listed at 365 is Dongji Yu. He's from Korea and he did 355 at 2015 Worlds and did 340 at the Olympic Games. So there's quite a bit of drop off, but since so many good lifters that are normally 85, so well, you have obviously Tantau, Rostami, you have Akilov. Yeah, so all these guys aren't going.
Yeah.
So it just makes somebody that will place, I don't know, maybe in the top 10 is probably going to be a medal contention. The next person we're going to talk about is, I can't pronounce his name, Jorge Torres.
Yeah.
So he is from Colombia, and so he actually has the highest total. So he posted 360 at Pan Am Champs in 2017. So obviously a favorite going into this as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really too familiar with many of these South American lifters, but going back further down the list, some of the names that we're more familiar with, we've got Jordan Cantrell, an 85 lifter from the States, and recently this year he posted a 340 kilo total. Yeah, I mean, we see his lifts on Instagram. He has huge jerk potential for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So it'll be interesting to see, how well he can do at his first real high-level competition internationally.
Yeah. So another person that we're a little bit familiar with is Alex Bellemare. So he recently moved up from 77 to 85, and this will be his second competition at 85. So he currently has the Canadian snatch record at 150, and he is a junior still. And recently he posted an Instagram post where he snatched 152.5, and I think that's equal to the senior record.
He's one of those guys that has like huge amounts of potential, not only because of his age, but I mean, he has a lot of room to fill out, I think.
Oh yeah, he's super skinny.
Yeah, I mean, at 77 kg, he's already lifting weights that, look very impressive for his body type, and moving up to 85 and even maybe further beyond that in the future, I think this guy has so much potential.
Yeah, absolutely. The last person we're going to talk about is also a fan favorite, Tashiki. We know that he has very, very impressive squat videos, so I think we've seen him squat 300 before. And it doesn't always translate over to his lifting because he has problems with the jerk, but he's definitely fun to watch, and he has an entry total of 360.
So moving on to 94 kilo category, unsurprisingly the top entry total, also from Iran, and as far as we know, he hasn't been taken off any entry list, so we can expect him to be there. Saurabh Moradi. Actually, I didn't realize he's 29 years old, but I mean, he kind of looks it, although it's always deceiving sometimes, the looks.
Well, he looks like a dad, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
He's the ultimate dad body, but so he's giving up both of us hope that with that body we can still lift big weights.
You can look like Moradi or you can lift like Moradi. Choose one.
Look like Moradi. Wait.
I think you already made your choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of hype behind him, and for good reason. First place at the Olympics in kind of like an kind of unexciting session, but huge numbers in training. I know we've seen a 200 snatch in training before in the past. 190 he posted recently as well. 235, 240 cleaning jerks. I mean, those are all over Simon Kolechki's cleaning jerk world record. And of course, recently he broke the world record total with 413, snatching 185, clean jerking 228. So clearly the favorite here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and even when he was competing at, I guess, Rio, where the 94 class was still, I would say, semi-competitive, he won there, and he posted a 403, which is lower than what he did at the Asian Indoor Games. So the next guy we're going to talk about is Mr. Clean, also known as...
I was going to say Mr. Clean. Ditsbalis from Lithuania.
But we'll insert a picture of him and Mr. Clean right here.
His best lifts in competition, I believe, is 403 total. More recently, in the 2017 European Championships, he posted a 386 total, which still keeps him as the second highest previously posted total in this session, but I guess it's tough to know if he will be able to push Moradi into exceeding, into world record territories.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all the lifters we're going to talk about at the highest level. We're going to talk about lifters that people might be more familiar with now. So Colin Burns from Team USA. So he got first place at the 2017 Pan Ams, where he snatched 169 and clean and jerked 197, posting 366. So I'm not exactly sure where he's training now, but I know his coach is Colin Burns.
Yeah, you don't see that too often, I guess. But from an interview that I read a little while ago, Kianush Rostami is allegedly also self-coached.
Oh, I see. If you want to be the best, you gotta
train with the best.
Wait, what? Yeah, so we know he also has the snatch record at 173, right? Like the American snatch record to qualify that.
Yeah, so we know Colin is good for a heavier snatch than that. But another guy that also maybe a bit maybe popular as well, who has a relatively high snatch, is Manouchi from France.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, if you follow him on Instagram, literally the only videos he posts is of snatches.
Because clean and jerks are hard.
Yeah.
I'm serious. They're very hard.
But I mean, he snatched 175 in France Nationals. I'm sure he'd be looking to potentially exceed that snatch record at Worlds.
Cool. Another lifter that we're going to talk about from the States is Nathan Dameron. So I think in the past we've seen some consistency issues with Nathan, but he's still young and there's going to be a lot of meets ahead of him. But he got 6th place at the 2017 Pan Ams, where he posted 343. Not toasted.
Your brain's toasted.
Yes.
Actually, we might be a little bitly.
A little bitly. The last lifter we're going to talk about in this session is a Canadian. His name is Bodhi Santabi. So he's posted, I guess, a 361 in training where he snatched 160.
And I mean, this guy has a solid jerk, so I think it'll come down to how much he can clean in this competition. But he's also relatively young, and I don't think he's fully filled out the weight class, so he's always making steady improvements.
True, at universities, I think he only weighed in at like 91.
So moving into the 105s, interestingly, so as we know, Uzbekistan is not part of the country ban from the retests of the Olympics. And the number one entry total is an Uzbekistani lifter, but not Nuridinov. But I mean, he did just win the Olympics last year. He maybe wanted to take a year off.
Yeah, I heard he's taking a break until Asian Games next year. So
yeah, so in his place is Ivan Efremov with the 405 entry total. He's an older guy as well. I think he competed previously at even the 2005 Worlds. But most recently he put up a 411 total at 2017 Asian Games, and that gives him the highest previously posted total out of all these lifters.
The next guy we're going to talk about is Arturs, not Arthur, it's Arturs, from Latvia. So he got 8th place at Rio, posting 399, and his best total ever was 405 at 2015 Worlds, which got him 3rd place. Has Latvia ever won a gold medal?
At Worlds, I don't think so. If anyone knows, then you could, inform us in the comments. Next is another Iranian lifter, Ali Hashimi. I believe he was previously lifting as a 94, but even when you saw him in like the starting lineups and stuff, he always looked a bit taller, so I think 105 will be a good fit for him.
Yeah.
And he recently posted a total at the Asian Indoor Games as a 105 at 401. So those are kind of the top 3 entry totals and highest previously posted totals.
Spot is there. So the next person we're going to talk about is Wes Kitts. So he recently did 180 and 215 at Team USA training camp. So I think that is 6 kilos above his current American record in the snatch.
Either way, like a 395 total, if he was able to post something like that in the competition, that could potentially be like a top 5 total based on previous bests of the other lifters here.
He's relatively still a new lifter. Like I think he was doing more CrossFit stuff before, but now he is focusing on weightlifting.
Another American on the start list is Ian Wilson. He had a bit of a hiatus from competition due to injury, but now he came back strong, it seems. Posted a 382 total at a local competition.
So the last weight class we're going to talk about is the supers. This is a weight class where I think that they'll probably be the most competitive in terms of who might actually win gold.
Yeah.
And actually just the most, I guess the best supers are actually going to be there.
Yeah, I think this will be one of the most entertaining sessions. And actually originally, the flights that I booked for coming to watch Worlds, I was going to leave right after the 105s was done. But after seeing some of the the recent videos that were circulating, I figured that 105 pluses might be one of the more entertaining sessions to watch, so I actually changed my flights to leave after this is all done.
Yeah. So the person that we're going to talk about first is Lasha. So he snatched 220 at, I guess, Georgian Nationals. And he did 217 at Europeans, which is a new world record.
Yeah.
Und da ist er, der Weltrekord. Und da hätten sie ihn versehentlich, da hätten sie ihn versehentlich.
And he won the Olympics with 473.
I'm sure everyone will remember the battle between Lasha and Bedad at the Rio Olympics, and Lasha came out on top, but I think the battle will continue at Worlds this year.
Yeah, so speaking of Salimi, so he snatched 216 at the Olympic Games, which was the world record at the time, and he bombed out in the clean and jerk attempting 245. So his best total internationally is 465, which he did at the 2014 Asian Games. And really recently on Instagram, someone posted a 260 clean and jerk. Unfortunately, the angle's a little bit weird, so we couldn't see his elbows if it was good or bad.
Yeah, but nonetheless, big clean and jerk. Yeah, so I think that'll be the main competition, but other guys at the top of the entry list right now includes Fernando Reyes, who's always good for a big total. He hit 435 at the Olympics. And also Mart Siem. You see a lot of videos of him hitting big squats and like big push presses and stuff.
Yeah. He posted 430 at the Olympics and 438 at 2015 Worlds, where he did win a medal. I think he ended up getting silver after Lovchev got popped. So recently on Instagram, he also posted a big squat where he kills his coach.
I think it was 375. Something huge.
Yeah, so that's obviously a super heavy squat, and you know, when re-racking is the hardest part, that's pretty good.
Maybe if you had those Chinese racks, then it wouldn't be as hard.
It's true. ZKC squat stands. So this episode of Heavy Singles has been brought to you by ZKC squat stands,
aka ZKC bar stools.
Yeah, so we just wanted to apologize. We don't really have any cool insights or stories about really any of these lifters because China isn't going.
Overall, I think we can still see potentially some world records broken, particularly if Rostami shows up
In the 90s,
yeah, Moradi in the 94s. He's exceeded world records in training before, and then of course the super heavyweights. I think it'll come down to if there's going to be enough competition to push those lifters into taking world records, or on the other hand, if they're just so far ahead and there's nothing to lose if taking the risk of attempting world records and potentially missing. I think those will be the kind of situations that we may see some new records broken.
Yeah. So Larry and I will probably be at all the A sessions at least, so if you see us, come say hi. We'd like to nerd out, talk about weightlifting too. But obviously we don't know much about these guys, so you can come educate us. Alright, thanks for watching. Sorry that we haven't been around for a while. We still might be vlogging the experience, we're not sure 100% yet, but hopefully we see some of you guys at Worlds.